Had a good morning in the garden. Losing my glove. Got some seeds planted. Got a cat and a dog here. Yeah, she's trying to eat my seeds. Hey, I gotta go. Can I have the radishes back? Give me my radishes back. Come on, let go. Let go. Good girl. I'll keep you. Okay, the neighbor's dogs, they won't stop barking, but I would love to give you guys a garden update. Starting with the extensions. You may remember these green pots. In the green pots, we now have our mint growing out of control. We have way more marigolds. I moved a basil plant over here, and then there's a pecan tree. Raven, get out of that. Get out of there. Out, out, out. Get your feet out. So that's one bad thing about not having a fence, this being an extended. Cat will get in it, dog will get in it, everybody will get in it. But while we're over here, there's some watermelon right here. The watermelon that ended up growing here it's just from compost my mother-in-law gave me. And the seeds happened to sprout when I buried them because I bury all of my compost in here. I actually pulled it up. I pulled this watermelon up from right here. So there's actually a little hole, divot. We'll fill that in with something sometime. But we set an onion in here as an experiment, and the experiment is going very well. We have green sprouts coming out. Did not expect that to happen. Over here we got the squash plant. Squash is doing great, or maybe. The leaves are yellow right here, little white spots. It may already have aphids. That sucks. We put this arch up to help expand it out a little bit, and so that these lemon, lemon cucumbers will grow. We got a third one popping up here. Marigold seed coming to fruition. Here's another marigold seed here, and another one. Absolutely loving the marigolds. We lost our cacti. Just sit it right there. This is actually a house plant. It was doing wonderful underneath this planter, this upright planter, but because I moved it, it's in full sun. I think it's dying, which is fine, don't care. But hello, there's a shouty. Anyways, we don't care about that. We're trying to block it, but if it dies, it dies. Another thing that was over there was the lettuce. It looks like it's gotten taller in the sun, which is crazy, but yeah. As you know, moved it out of this upright planter as well. That's why this flower is right here. Built this little stick trellis, and it will attach to here, or plants can attach to here if need be, if there's any room. But what we got going on here? No, I didn't take this sad, basically dead tomato plant down. It's got the worms, the caterpillars, whatever they are. Just this plant, I've left it up to the bugs. It's slightly away from all of those. Those are doing okay with the praying mantis, keeping it alive. This is not. The basil's doing okay. It's actually going to flower right now. All these little sprigs right here, they're so tightly compact. Those are actually your flowers. I can show you a mature flower. First, I wanted to pop that off. When basil plants grow flowers, it tells the plant it's at the end of its life. It starts dying. It's producing seeds so that it can, live on. But this is what that little cluster will turn into. Just long spouts of flowers. And when they dry up, you can find seeds in here. But I don't want to grab the seeds. I'm just letting this one basil plant go to flower. Everything else I'm stopping. But I wanted to give the bees a few more things to, eat. Come back to this flower pot. It looks like we might have a slug. Maybe like a leaf cutting bee, but I haven't seen one of those. So I'm going to guess slug. Could be a caterpillar. We got some black droppings here, which if it's a caterpillar makes the most sense if you ask me. But anyways, these are morning glories, and the morning glories, of course, they're a vine. I was hoping they would grow up and bush up over this, making that cool looking, kind of like the ridgegourd is attempting to do over here. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so we got this vine that's going to come up here, fill it up. One thing I did not mention that I put in here just today, right now, I planted some beets. We'll see what happens, especially if that squash doesn't make it. This one marigold, shoot, I call it, it's huge. This is just the one marigold. It's branched off a couple of times, but this baby is big. This is the biggest marigold I have. Now this one is like 2. There's one right here. Oops, I gotta be careful, there are spiders. Anyways, this, you can tell, it's 2 marigolds. Yes, this marigold is still way smaller, but this marigold is still not as big as that one. I don't know. I'm loving the size. Cherry tomatoes. They're as you can see, yeah, I'm thinking it is a caterpillar on the morning glories. based off of these little black dots. They match, and I know exactly what's on here. And by exactly, I don't know the scientific name. I just know there's caterpillars that are coming out of the webs, and they're eating. They're eating this little pepper plant over here, the candy cane pepper plant. It's small, especially compared to the jalapeno over here. Super small. It hasn't gotten much bigger since when I first bought it. So, stole some of the seeds out of a plant, and I stuck them in this. I've been keeping this down here to help keep the moisture in. But that brings me to the next new installment. So my mother-in-law gave me this upright planter, and yeah, I'm gonna have a hanging planter here, maybe a hummingbird feeder, maybe I'll dry some things. I'm not sure what I'll do with this second hook yet. Excuse me, I think the cat just scared the pup. Speaking of big marigolds, I want to say there's 3 over here. Pick this pointer pole back up. Funny story with this. I was driving down the road, and this was just laying in the road. This was broken, just the way I found it. And yeah, I stopped my car. I opened my door. Didn't even get out. Just picked this up. I went, all right. And I've stuck it right here next to the squash mural. And yeah, I got a broken fishing pole, I guess. Don't ask me why I put some things in this garden, okay? More of the tomatoes. This one, I've actually taken a branch off here. I take a branch off here. They didn't have any fruit, no flowers. They were infested with, you know, those caterpillars I've already mentioned. Anyways, the praying mantis stays. Hold up. All right, the praying mantis stays mostly on the ridgegourd. I've seen them hanging out here, but we have a caterpillar just munching away. All right, so it sucks because this whole branch, I think I may have to take this whole plant off. Anyways, whoops, I just dropped him. I gotta go in the garden, I just dropped him. But what I've been doing is picking the leaves off so he still can munch and just throwing him in the woods. We gotta go pick him up. I saw where he landed. I don't want him in the garden. There he is. Come grab him. Try not to hurt him because bugs need the space in the world too. They didn't know they couldn't eat in my garden. That's one reason I don't want to use pesticides. I don't really want to hurt. I don't want to hurt anything living if I can help it, you know? He's not dangerous. He don't hurt nothing. He's gonna turn into like a butterfly or something. Isn't that right? You dapping me up? She agrees. Give this guy a home. This is an old tomato plant right here. We're going to sit. Oh, we dropped him. Back in the garden. This bucket is potato-less. I want to dump it out. All the potatoes were rotten. This is a bad system. Probably just not enough drainage holes, honestly. But we're keeping the dirt. I've thrown some compost in here, as you can see. Just bury it, keep it, so bugs don't get in there. Anyways, we got sunflowers growing. If you can tell, there's this box right here. So sunflowers are popping out of that box. That's just a mix. It's a variety. We got some potatoes over here next to this mural. I don't know if they're gonna produce anything, but it's cool to see them pop up. They were just, again, table scraps, just some eyes that got composted and ended up turning into food, or potential food. So we'll see what happens. We'll call this, what, the 3rd round with potatoes, and we'll see. So down here in this more barren spot, across from the mural, across from the sticks, let's see, we have our radishes planted right here. And then we have, which I'm actually really excited about, carrots planted right here. Now I just planted them in today, along with the beets that are over there. They're all planted in today. They haven't been watered just yet, so that's why the soil's dry. It also kind of looks like it's gonna rain, but it could just be early. Ridgegourd, whoa, it's put off a lot more than I expected. It's actually died back too, but it's gotten bushy, it's gotten fluffy, it's looking good. Yeah, the ridgegourd, like I said, it looks like, see, this vine has no leaves. It's doing like a pothos does in the house, I've noticed. In low light situations, they just kind of lose their leaves. And yeah, it's not pretty, but hey, it's still producing. I'm almost done with this ridgegourd plant because I found I don't want to eat them. I don't want to eat them. I hate it, it's sad. I almost want to rip this whole plant up just because this garden is meant for food. I want it to have food in it, right? But if I'm not eating this, maybe I should just rip the whole plant up. But this does have a lot of flowers. It brings some variety, versatility to the garden as far as insects, pest control, just all sorts of, even birds. It brings hummingbirds, and hummingbirds are awesome. Speaking of ridgegourd, this ridgegourd was sitting in the house. It was green, obviously. I picked it earlier. I kept picking it earlier and earlier, see if I needed it early. early one. All the videos I saw, they were like these fat ridgegourds. They look just like this one. They're fatter than this, but they're shorter. Yeah. My husband came out here, he picked out like teeny tiny one. It was skinny, but we haven't tried it yet. Hopefully that's better, but he knows how I feel about this plant, and he's just like, all right, let's pick a super early one. Maybe I'll like it. We are going to de-skin this and see what we get. We got our ridgegourd slash rainmaker. Is it making a funny sound? Wow. That's a seed explosion. Just gonna throw this back in the garden. I honestly don't think letting them dry on in the house, dry after they're green, was a great idea. This doesn't feel right. There's nothing in here. Yeah, there's nothing in here. This ridgegourd, I guess, dried up. Maybe you're not supposed to let it dry like that. Maybe you are supposed to let it dry on the vine. I let mine dry on the vine the first time, and it got mold spots. But it was moldy on the vine, so we might have some valuable seeds in here. Not all of them. Not all of them are gonna make the cut. Some of them did make the cut. This ridgegourd right here is the one I'm talking about. I'm letting it dry on the vine. I don't know if this is mold right here. I almost want to just go ahead and cut it off. This de-skinning this. This one did not go. No, this one's just no. That's all it is. Do with them now. That's completely organic, especially if we grew it ourselves. Throw that shit down. Peace. I love it and hate it. We picked a super early ridgegourd. I'm calling it, I don't like it now, but like, let me try this early one. I may change my mind, but for now, I'm not liking them. I don't want to eat them. I just want to dry them out, and I guess make sponges out of them. Maybe I'll go to the flea market and sell them all. Alright, this cool little plant, which is getting fairly tall. It was a gift to my mother-in-law from like her boss or something. The boss gave everyone in her office a bunch of little Malabar spinach. They said it grows in hot temperatures and it's slow to start, but once it starts going, which I can say that for sure. This thing has been wrapping around. I haven't helped it at all until it got to this point. I didn't want it just to go all the way up, so I gave it a little curve, and I'll give it this side to go up, and then kind of like, I don't know, probably interweave it. I don't know how big the leaves get. I don't know how big the plant gets, but if it costs enough shade, I might rip up the ridgegourd just so this thing can get big. And it is food. We can make salads out of this. But with the strawberries, if you can tell, if you remember watching any of the previous videos, I had a flower pot right there. Flower pot's gone. These two are still rooting in their little pots, and yeah, it's going a little crazy over here, but we have started the strawberry tower. We have a lot of extra sticks, or not sticks. I see sticks behind me. I just said what I saw. Seeing what you see, I see sticks. We have some more of these little stocking planters, so once, like this started off looking just like that. It's already got a bunch of little leaves. It likes touching the ground, it likes being here, pulling the nutrients up, so it's already growing an extra runner. We're gonna run that into a strawberry tower, see if we get some more. But this is the strawberry that came from this side. All of these other strawberries, of course, they're off the same runner. They've come from this one, which this is the Rosa, whatever, and this one is the Everbearing. Wild strawberry. It's got a fruit, and it's sitting off a runner, which the calla lily has died back. I'm not sure why, but I don't think it's dead. So I'm okay with this. But calla lily here ended up putting this in there so the calla lily would have a friend. I guess I'm gonna let wild strawberries grow in there, rip them up once they get big, and use them as compost, because that's what we do around here. Raven. Hey man. My dog hasn't stopped barking, has he, over there? It's crazy. Yeah. Protector over here between us and the neighbor's dogs. A better thing to do with the ridgegourd seeds than to just put them here and bury them. Oh yeah, we're closer to the source of the barking. Bury them. I'll let them grow up. Our trellis. This is cacti, of course. It's got these, but it's got 1,000 more tiny little ones that you can't even see. Anyways, I use these gloves and I couldn't wear them, so I put them in the washing machine. You know, whatever, beat them out, try to get all the pricks out. But yeah, put them in the washing machine. I'm like, oh, cool. Every now and then I'll feel a little prick. So the little pricks are still in there. But yeah, so every now and then when I'm doing my garden, my videos, just know I'm getting stabbed in the knuckles. Look at these cute guys.